Please prepare as some unexpected bad news comes for millions that are receiving Social Security benefits and that new cost of living adjustment. Take a look. Social Security's 2024 COLA, while it's modest, it could still trigger higher taxes. They're saying for millions of Americans around the nation that are going to receive this bump up, this increase that was long awaited, well, they might not get all that 3.2% they were expecting. As a matter of fact, a lot of it might get taxed. I'm going to give you all the details, and that is why a lot of people are saying that right now we need that Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren plan that would tax the rich to increase Social Security benefits by an additional $2,400 a year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and this would align exactly with what President Joe Biden had promised several years ago when he said we should also increase monthly Social Security checks by $200 per month, as proposed by Wyden and colleagues, and that was that Expansion Act. This was reintroduced back in February of this year for about the 6th or 7th time, as they're pushing, saying recipients need more money, they cannot survive, and it is just not right. And also right now, a lot of people are saying, why is this even happening? This should not be taking place. Stop the double taxation on Social Security benefits. They're saying it's not fair that we pay income tax into Social Security when we work, and then when it's time for us to pull from it, they're taxed on it yet again, and they're saying it's not right. Those that are retired, collecting SSI, disability, they depend on these benefits. We should not be taxing them yet again on something they've already paid into. This is not an entitlement. This is something that needs to be there for those that need it. Stick around to the end for a little bit more information on that, and also stick around to the end to get the exact amounts of what they're saying the COLA increases are going to be for the average payouts. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest coming out on this. And before we do, if you appreciate the updates, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for me, helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. And if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll let you know everything going on with Social Security, Congress, the economy, and what could help out you and your family and what to prepare for. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. So as always, link in the description below to this article that just recently came out after the cost of living adjustment announcement. I always cite the sources, put them on the screen, and read right from them so you can see that it's the latest. And it says, what you need to know, though the COLA is smaller than the prior 2-year adjustments, it could still push seniors over the key threshold. The Senior Citizens League warns that many cash-strapped seniors, they could be surprised by higher taxes in the years ahead, and the group advocates for adjusting these income thresholds to today's dollars and continuing to do so annually. Now, the 3.2% Social Security cost of living adjustment for 2024 announced on Thursday is well above the 2.6 average over the past 20 years, but a new retirement survey by the Senior Citizens League suggests older adults are still broadly pessimistic about their finances. Let me know if you agree. According to the survey, some 68% of older adults report that their household expenses remain at least 10% higher than 1 year ago's, although the overall inflation rate has slowed, and this is hurting a lot of people. They're saying inflation has been significantly higher, and 3.2% is just simply not cutting it. And as Mary Johnson, the League's Social Security and Medicare policy analyst, highlighted in a call with Think Advisor, there is also widespread concern about what the relatively modest 2024 COLA could mean for the taxes that seniors pay on the federal government benefits. As many as 26% of survey participants who have received Social Security for more than 3 years reported paying taxes on a portion of their benefits for the first time during the 2023 tax season for the tax year 2022. As we saw that 8.7% increase, a lot of people did not receive the full amount because they got pushed into higher tax brackets. About 50% now pay double tax on Social Security when they draw, and they're saying that this is likely going to increase even with this modest 3.2% increase. Now, because Social Security recipients receive an even higher COLA of 8.7% in 2023, we expect more beneficiaries to become liable for federal income taxes on their Social Security benefits for the first time in the upcoming 2024 tax season. Now, to be clear, Johnson said that she is happy to see the 2024 COLA, noting that the cost of living adjustment hardwired into Social Security benefits formula has been essential in keeping more seniors out of poverty during retirement since its adoption back in 1973. However, she argues Congress should move forcibly to address what she sees as clearly unintended consequences of taxation rules around the program. And yes, why are we increasing the benefit payouts and not the taxes as well? Up to 85% of Social Security benefits can be taxable when income exceeds certain thresholds, she explained. Unlike other parts of the federal income tax code, though, the income thresholds that subject Social Security benefits to taxation have never been adjusted for inflation. Consequently, as Social Security income increases steadily over time due to COLAs, that can bump more retirees over the threshold that triggers the tax on Social Security benefits and can increase the portion of benefits that may be taxable. Johnson said the survey results show that this is more than a theoretical concern, and she's worried that many retirees will get caught off guard by unexpected tax bills in 2024 and beyond. According to Johnson, most seniors already worry that their retirement income won't be enough to cover the cost of essentials, and so any additional hit to their budgets could be viewed as a real concern. Now, the Senior Citizens League advocates for adjusting these income thresholds to today's dollars and continuing to do so annually, as is done for the rest of the tax code. We do this for others. Why don't we do it for Social Security? As Johnson noted, the current thresholds for individuals means that those with incomes between $25,000 to $34,000 may have to pay income tax on up to 50% of their benefits, while those earning over $34,000 will be taxed at 85% of those benefits. According to Johnson, if the individual thresholds were adjusted for inflation from 1984 to today's dollars, listen to this, then the individual filing status threshold of $25,000 would actually be $75,000, and the higher $34,000 threshold would actually be $101,000. For couples, taxes kick in with income between $32,000 and $44,000, at which level the couple pays an income tax of up to 50% on their benefits. Above $44,000, they pay 85% on the benefits. If the joint filing status were adjusted for inflation from 1984 to today's dollars, listen to this, the $32,000 figure would actually be $95,500, and the $44,000 threshold would be $131,300. So you could literally earn up to $95,000 as a couple and not have to pay Social Security taxes if they had been adjusting this for inflation like they've been doing with the payouts. Now, in the article, they say that the issue with doing this is that it actually provides funding for the Social Security Trust Fund, and it will deplete the solvency faster if we get rid of the taxation and actually start paying beneficiaries the amounts that we promised them that we would pay. Yet, I've taken a look at this in great detail with you here on the channel and found out that right now it equates to only about 3 or 4% of the funding for the trust, which means, in my personal opinion, we should pay out what we promised and figure out another way rather than double taxing beneficiaries. Now, one of the suggestions to resolve this is the Social Security Expansion Act by Bernie Sanders, which proposes expanding the benefits to recipients by $2,400 a year or $200 per month, and this comes by taxation, saying to increase taxes on the rich to extend the solvency and increase the payouts to beneficiaries. And in addition to that, as I mentioned, legislation has been introduced recently saying we need to get rid of the taxation. And as it stands, here's the Social Security COLA increases expected for all the different categories. For retirees, $58 increase, which would equal $1,885 for the average amount. You might receive more, you might receive less. This is just the averages. Workers for disability, $47 increase, $1,530 is the amount. Senior couples, both receiving benefits, a $95 increase, which would total $3,067. Widows and widowers, $55 increase, which would make the average amount $1,759. And widows or widowers with 2 children, $113 average monthly increase, which would put the average check at $3,633. Now, to get more information regarding the Social Security Expansion Act, which proposes an additional $200 per month, or on the legislation recently reintroduced to stop double taxation, and to see some of the hearings that have just been taking place, be sure to check out these videos right here next as I cover them in detail. And you guys, as more information rolls out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on Social Security here on the channel. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.